I have to tell you guys the Gecko story. Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a get ready with me. I talk about everything from KYLIE skin, skincare, my YouTube channel, productivity, and I'm also going to insert a little bit of a story time in which I tell you guys about a gecko incident that I had the other day. So much stuff going on in this video, all while I show you how I created this look right here. I am getting ready to film a few videos and I wanted some really dramatic makeup today, so this is what we're going with. But if you want to see how I created this look, and if you want to see, I don't know, hear some of my rambles as I get ready with you guys, then of course keep on watching. I envisioned this video to be like a very chit-chatty, casual, get ready with me video. I literally don't really know what I'm going to be talking about. By the way, I'm using this white shade as a brow bone highlight, but I don't know. Let's just get ready together, essentially, because I am filming a get ready with me. This is a get ready with me video because I'm going to be filming a few other videos today. I am not like quite sure what I want to film. I have like a few notes on my computer, like I have a few video outlines. I actually did spend a lot of today really trying to construct like outlines for future videos that I want to make. So that was me being productive. Not as productive as I would like because I didn't really get anything else done. And it's like 3 in the afternoon. I literally just had a meal, was watching YouTube, and doing video ideas. And that's it. Like nothing else. Like I feel inadequate, basically. But I will be, I think, going into... I'm thinking I want to use this shade right here. This is from my singles palette. All the products that I will be using on my face today, by the way, will be put into the description box down below. I just, like today, I can't be bothered to actually tell you each and every single thing I'm using. I'm a little too lazy for that. So yeah, I am going to just apply this into my outer corner and see how it turns out. I'm using a pretty, like a stiffer brush, but I still think that this brush is pretty brilliant at blending things out. So anyway, what am I going to talk about? I actually wanted to talk a little bit about video ideas, like just bounce some video ideas off you guys. I know, I feel like I talk about video ideas a little too much in videos like these. I mean, forgive me if it gets boring, but I was like basically doing my skincare routine the other day. And I remember when I was like, oh yeah, I want to do like a skincare routine video, and I want to talk about the different skincare products that I use and the ones I'd recommend. And I was like not procrastinating. I wanted to just wait a little bit before doing that video because I wanted to make sure that everything that I was recommending was really solid. Because I mean, sometimes I use things on and off, and I want to make sure, or I wanted to make sure that I would be able to give you guys a really valuable video and that I wouldn't be directing you guys towards like the wrong recommendations, if that makes any sense, because skincare is so personal. And around that time, I think KYLIE Skin came out, or just like recently. This like launch has literally just produced so much negative, like so many negative reactions on the internet, and for good reason. Like I can't really speak on this because I don't really know that much about skincare, but I mean, I was looking at some videos in which people discussed ingredients, and I was shocked at just the fact that some people tried it once and they think it's like the most amazing thing ever, or they say it's the most amazing thing ever, and then other people are like, these products have ingredients in them that are actually terrible for your skin. And that launch, the reason I'm like bringing all this up, that launch basically made me realize just how little I know about skincare, and I feel like I have been becoming more and more attuned to the fact that my skincare routine is absolute crap. Like, I have done things to make my skin better, and there are certain practices that I implement that have really improved my skin, and I know certain things, but when it comes to ingredients, sorry, I'm just like literally just poking myself with this brush. When it comes to ingredients and when it comes to doing the basics like moisturizing every day or putting SPF on, like I'm just not good at doing those things. And I should get back on track with that. I should get on track with that because otherwise I can't make a skincare video because it's just not fair to you guys if I'm making a video that's about skincare when I don't know anything about skincare or I don't practice things wisely when it comes to skincare. Does that make any sense? I'm using this color, by the way, from my singles palette. But yeah, I literally like, yeah, I am not launching a skincare line and I'm not being like, oh yeah, buy this skincare. But like, I feel that this entire launch with KYLIE Skin has made me like just realize once again that it's so important to make sure that the content you're putting out on the internet is actually helpful and the content that you're putting out actually has a purpose and that you're actually informed about the stuff that you're releasing. I think I'll be taking this color right here and applying this into my inner eyelid just to see how it looks, because I'm sort of like really into the combination of green and gold. So how is everybody's summer going? I mean, so far, I feel like my summer has been going okay. I've been working more, which is nice. I actually do enjoy working a lot more than I enjoy going to classes. That's not to say that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to classes because I like working more. No, I actually do want to get my degree, even though it's a lot of work and I don't particularly enjoy it. I know, unpopular opinion. But yeah, I mean, I've just like never actually found myself at home in a classroom environment. I've always felt the most inadequate whenever I've been like in a classroom. And right now, I'm like, I just finished my first year of college and I just want to finish up my degree so I can go into the workforce, like go into a career as opposed to just having a job or just having several money making strategies outside of college. However, while we're on the topic of school, I actually am quite proud because in the last spring semester that I just finished, I was able to finish my classes with pretty good grades. But I'm still pretty happy that school is out for the time being and I have more time to devote to other things such as YouTube and other avenues of work because I just like I'm so much happier actually working as opposed to being in a school environment. I just think that I don't particularly agree with the mindset that people have like, oh yeah, you don't need school, because while some people don't need school, while that is true for some people, I think if you're like me and you're not like completely certain as to what kind of career you'll have or like what you'll be doing, I think that school is important because you never know when you actually might need it. Like, and to be honest, the people that don't go to school, like, I don't think I have been very familiar with anybody that has not gone to college and lived a successful life, because you have like the prodigies and then you have people that just didn't go to school and regret it. And I've also been like looking at a lot of self-improvement videos on YouTube. I mean, I think it's so important in my mind to always try and learn from other people's mistakes rather than make those same mistakes yourself. And that's not to say that, oh yeah, you can't make mistakes. I do make mistakes, and a lot of them are stupid mistakes, but then at the same time, I think that if you have something like the internet, you really it's like really better to be using that resource to its full potential, or at least to a greater potential, because you literally have access to so many people around the world who can tell you mistakes that they've made and advice that they have that worked for them, and basically take that information and implement it into your own life. I actually recently just, not recently, well, over the past few months, I have actually stopped watching TV shows almost completely. The only thing I watch right now is this Turkish comedy drama series called Early Bird. I mean, it's a different name in Turkish, obviously. Oh my gosh, I just literally almost like pulled my earring out of my ear. Oh gosh, that kind of hurt. But yeah, I've been watching this series called Early Bird. The name is different in Turkish. I'm not going to try and pronounce it in Turkish because that would be awkward. But I have been like so into watching this obsessively, and yeah, like I love that show, and it's all in Turkish, but they have English subtitles on like the YouTube channel that they publish it on, and also on Daily Motion, which is nice. I haven't watched it in a while though, because I've sort of like been trying to take a break from watching TV shows in general, because I've noticed such a difference. Like whenever I actually don't watch TV shows, I get like a lot more stuff done. The only TV show that I've watched like in the past week has been like an episode or two of this show called Lucifer that my sister was watching, because I actually recommended it to her, and she has been watching it, and I like spending time with her, so I like have sat through a handful of episodes. But all in all, like I just don't really watch a lot of TV. I know, so random, but yeah, I mean, I actually feel that I like myself better when I'm able to get things done besides watching TV. But on the downside of that, I feel like I've been watching a lot more YouTube, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I am working on another makeup history video, which I'm really excited about. I have so many topics I want to touch on. So many of you guys really enjoyed my Marilyn Monroe video that I did. I'm just gonna use like this turquoise color right here. But yeah, I mean that like video took a ton of work, but honestly it was so worth it because you guys enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed making it. I'm trying to like fact check everything I do, and I'm trying to present the information in like an interesting way. And I don't want it to be like just like a history class. I literally just want it to be like a interesting, engaging video, and there's so many like interesting things I want to cover, and I actually have to like I literally have to pick what I want to cover and eliminate certain um things as well, because each and every single like snippet of makeup history has so many different layers. It is literally next to impossible to actually fit it all into one video. And I think it's time for my inner corner highlights. I'm just going to pick up this silver color. I think that I was having a conversation with one of my students the other day, I think it was last week, in which they talked about like watching makeup tutorials on YouTube and how uncomfortable it was for them because they found like people putting things near their eyes very squeamish. I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, I don't think I am ever like really freaked out about things like that. Like I literally do not care. Not a lot of things freak me out though. I think you guys would be quite surprised. But I mean, I'm like not really freaked out by a lot of stuff. I think that most of the things that people usually would get freaked out about, I actually don't mind. Like I am not really like intimidated by insects. I kind of like insects a lot. I find them very fascinating. I'm always the person that will just catch an insect and take it outside. I don't like to kill things. Um oh yeah, speaking of which, I have to tell you guys the gecko story. There basically was a gecko in my sister's shower the other night, and I was sleeping inside my room, and she comes over and she wakes me up, and she's like there's something I need to show you or something, and she takes me to her room, and I walk into her bathroom, and there is a gecko on the ceiling, like a huge gecko. I think it was like this, I think, with the tail, of course. But yeah, like she wanted to take a shower, and you don't really take a shower with a gecko on the ceiling. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to do that, and I don't mind geckos. Um, but like I basically was in my pajamas and trying to catch this flipping gecko. And I'm short, by the way. I'm like 5'2", which is not very short, but like the ceilings in our house are kind of high. And I was trying to catch a gecko on the ceiling. And obviously we didn't want it to like just start like running around her bedroom, so we were trying to keep it contained in the shower. And the gecko like literally was like kept like trying to run away from me, and I spent like 30 minutes trying to catch it. And unfortunately, like its tail got like cut off, because like I don't know if you know this, but geckos actually have like this mechanism in place whenever they're in a situation where somebody is trying to catch them, be it a predator or be it a human. They're and if you like, their tail can get trapped, and then their tail just comes off, and the tail so just basically starts like wiggling because of like some, I think, nerve endings. I don't really know too much about biology in that way, but their tail starts like wiggling and like jumping around, and it's basically supposed to distract the predator, so the predator starts getting fixated on the tail while the gecko can get away. And then their tail grows back eventually, but the tail came off, and the tail was like jumping around everywhere. But like I got the gecko, and I took it outside, and I just put it outside, and then we had to basically um, get the tail, which by that point had stopped wiggling around. But like I basically took it, I just literally threw it out the window because my sister's bedroom is on the second floor, and I did not want to hurt the gecko, so I obviously came down, and I basically placed the gecko outside. But I did not necessarily care for the tail, so the tail flew right out the window because I ain't got time to worry about a gecko's tail. The actual gecko is what I was concerned about, and the actual gecko, to my knowledge, is completely fine. However, you never know in the animal kingdom. It might have gotten eaten, but that's totally okay as well. I mean, it's sad, but things get eaten all the time, and things die. I actually think that I want to do mascara and lashes off camera because, I mean, I do pretty much the same all the time, and it is so boring, in my opinion, to watch somebody apply mascara and lashes. So I'm just going to go ahead, do that really quickly, and I'll be right back so we can do the lips. Alright, so now that my lashes are on, I think I want to go for a really bold lip today. So I'll be using the Colourpop Lippie stick in the shade Chateau. This is like a very beautiful, like burgundy red color. This is like a super matte effect, but I do want to add some gloss to it. I'm just going to be using a little bit of the Fenty Gloss Balm in the shade Fenty Glow. Okay, so that is pretty much the end of this look and this Get Ready With Me. A little bit of a long, rambly video. I have been filming this for over an hour. This is going to be an interesting video to edit, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Strangely enough, I was able to match my eyeshadow to my shirt, which is always fun and always interesting. And I really do feel that the lip look I think it looks quite good with the eye look, so I feel that we did a good look today. So thank you so much for watching this Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.